I visited the 100 Famous Views of Edo, painted by my favorite artist, Hiroshige Ando, to see what the scenes look like today. 053, Zojoji Temple Pagoda and Akabane is a view looking toward Akabenbashi Bridge through the 5-story pagoda that was located in the precincts of Zojoji Temple at that time. First of all, I explored Hiroshige's point of view from a map. It is said that there was a 5-story pagoda on top of the Shibamaruyama burial mound, which is now located in Shiba Park. The pagoda was built by Sakai Utanokami, the first Grand Elder of the Edo Shogunate and Lord of Himeji Castle, and was once destroyed by fire in 1806, but was later rebuilt by the Sakai family. It can be seen clearly from boats floating in Edo Bay, and was a landmark like the Tokyo Tower is today. I added a red gradation to Hiroshige's viewpoint. I superimposed an old map of Tenpo on it. This place marked, Arima Gemba was the upper residence of Arima Nagetsu Utomu Taifu of the Chikugo clan, who was in charge of the security of Zojoji Temple. Today, the area is home to Sakai Hospital, International University of Health and Welfare, Minato Health Center, and Mita International Building. This sub-institute of Zojoji Temple, marked Muzein, still exists as Myohoin. This triangular area is the current location of Tokyo Tower, and Zojoji Temple donated a land that had been used as a cemetery when the tower was built. I put the current map back. In the Edo Mai Shozu, illustrated guide to famous places in Edo, Gessen Sato depicted the vast Zojoji Temple in a series of 6 pages. The 5-story pagoda is depicted on the leftmost page. Zojoji Temple was built around the 9th century by a disciple of Kukai as Kamyohi Temple in the Kojimachi area. In terms of Feng Shui, Kaniji Temple of the Tendai sect was located in Uno, the Demon's Gate to Edo, and Zojoji Temple was moved to its current location to suppress the turf at the back Demon's Gate. This is a full view of Zojoji drawn by Hiroshige, although the 5-story pagoda is missing. Zojoji Temple, the Kanto head temple of the Jodo sect of Buddhism, was particularly famous for its bell tower and 5-story pagoda that could be heard as far as Boso, but the mausoleum of the Tokugawa family and the 5-story pagoda were destroyed in air raids during World War II. Please see the map that shows the size of Zojoji Temple at that time. The red area was the site of Zojoji Temple and its sub-institutes. It is said that the Jodo sect of Buddhism, Zojoji Temple, had a power comparable to that of Chinen Temple in Kyoto, the head temple of the Tokugawa family, because it was under the generous patronage of the Tokugawa family. The river to the south was the lower reaches of the Shibuya River, which became the Furukawa River, passed through Azabu-Yuban, became the Akabane River here, and flowed into the sea through Kanasuji Bridge. It is now covered by the Metropolitan Expressway Loop Line. Now let's take a closer look at Hiroshige's painting. On the right is a large 5-story pagoda, and on the left is a Firewatch Tower. This is the tallest Firewatch Tower in Edo, built by the Arima family, who were in charge of guarding Zojoji Temple, and was a famous landmark in its own right. The white banner coming out of the hazy clouds in the middle is that of this white Tennu shrine, whose deity is the water god of the Chikugo River. The shrine is located on the west side of the house, and it was crowded with visitors on the 5th day of every month, when the public was allowed to pay homage to the goddess of water, as it was said to be beneficial for safe childbirth, protection from water disasters, and restaurant business. This white Tennu shrine was later moved to Aoyama in 1871 when the Arima residence was relocated, and then to Ningyocho the following year. The bridge in the lower center of the picture is Akabenbashi. Beyond that, under the black forest in the picture, surrounded by a long fence, is the Arima family's upper residence, and below that, in front of the bridge, there is a guardhouse. Hiroshige painted Akabenbashi Bridge from a lower angle in his Todomai show. the upper residence of the Arima family, the banner of this white and new shrine, the Firewatch Tower on the left, and the people coming and going on the Akabenbashi Bridge are all depicted peacefully. It conveys a peaceful era. Hiroshige II painted a wide view of Akabenbashi Bridge in SundayI show, depicted over the Nakanohashi Bridge upstream. The painting is seen from the complete opposite perspective of Hiroshige I's. The splendid Kamiyashiki upper residence on the right, the banner of white and new shrine, and the Firewatch Tower are also depicted, while the red 5-story pagoda is depicted in a small distance on the left. Many people of various occupations are depicted, giving us a glimpse into the lives of the common people of Edo at that time. Hiroshige II also depicted the same angle in a vertical painting in Akabane of Edo Mai Shozu. This is the painting on the left. The composition is perfected as a painting, and the commentary describes the bustle of the area. The painting on the right, a collaboration between Hiroshige and Toyokuni, depicts a mother and child who have come to see the Firewatch Tower about to cross the Akabenbashi Bridge. On the other side of the bridge, the Firewatch Tower and the upper residence of the Arima family are depicted in detail. As you can see, the upper residence of the Arima family was surrounded by a sea cucumber wall, and the front gate was painted red. I found a book with photos of what it was like back then. It is called Edo Tokyo in Pictures by Shinjasa. It was taken by Felix Beto, who visited Japan at the end of the Edo period. It's in black and white, so you can't see the colors, but it starts from the upper residence of the Arima family on the left side and expands to the right. On the way, a surprisingly large Furukawa River appears, and on the right side of the river, you can see the present-day Higashiazabu district. I actually went to this place. The area around the Shibamaruyama tumulus is now Shiba Park, and there is no trace of the 5-story pagoda. The view toward Akabenbashi Bridge is almost impossible to see due to the trees standing in the way. Even if you go to the south side of the mountain, you can only see a little bit. I went down to the road. The apartment in the middle is a tower apartment building at the foot of Akabenbashi Bridge. The building on the left is Zojoji Temple, which I saw on an old map. Please also see the video from this angle. As you swing the camera to the right, you can see Tokyo Tower and the Grand Prince Hotel. At that time, this was also the site of Zojoji Temple. Take a look at the current Apple Map Street view. At the end of the tennis court is Zojoji Temple, and beyond that is Akabenbashi Bridge, and you can see the Metropolitan Expressway loop line running above along the old river. The 5-storied pagoda of Asakusa was inserted into the picture to show the atmosphere. When Hiroshige painted it, the 5-story pagoda was red. Finally, I tried to fit the current photo into Hiroshige's painting. However, this was too lonely, so I left the 5-story pagoda and inserted a photo of Akabenbashi Bridge from the top of the hill, hidden by the trees. This area has been home to human activity since ancient times, even to the extent that the Shibamaruyama burial mound still remains. In the Edo period, 1603–1868, a landmark red 5-story pagoda was built. However, it too was lost in the conflicts between people, and the red Tokyo Tower was built as a new landmark for Tokyo. Isn't it true that the times keep on creating and destroying new things? Finally, please take a look at the image of Tokyo Tower. This is the view over the park next to Tashagu Shrine in the precincts of Zojoji Temple. In this park, there is a peace light. This fire is a combination of the peace light of Hiroshima City, the fire of peace of Yame City, Fukuoka Prefecture, and the Nagasaki Pledge fire of Nagasaki City. In this way, The horrors of war and the preciousness of peace are passed on to future generations.